Hello there and welcome back to Building the Boys. We now have issue 92 of Hachette's Build the Disney Doll's House. In this one, we are building the windows, the alcove windows, the dormer windows as they call them, for the outs of the roof we've been working on. We also do the light fixture for Alice's room, and I will solve for you the mystery of the crown. A lot of people got a crown with this one, and they're like, I don't know what this is for. What's this for? It doesn't say what to use it for. What am I supposed to use this for? It's a crown. What it's for? It's quite obvious. I'll show you exactly what the crown is used for, and you'll know. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by building the dormer windows, and then we're going to install the dormer windows, and then we're going to install the light fitting at the end. But I will show you where the crown goes on the light fitting before we do that. I don't want to bring it up, install light fitting, put it down, build the windows, bring it back up. That's just nuts. So we'll install the light fit at the end. But I will show you the light fit when we open it, and I'll show you the mystery of the crown solved. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel massively. Without further ado, let's get this one open. Let's take a look at it. Let's get it built. Okie doke. So here is this very lovely light shade for Alice's dining room. Look at that, the cups and whatnot. Isn't that lovely? And here we have the mystery crown. Well, there's no mystery. Part of the mystery is the fact you think it's a crown. That's part of the problem. So what do we do with the mystery crown? Well, it goes on here like so. Mystery solved. That's where it goes. Goes on there. Sits on there. That's where it goes. So now you know. So when that one goes in, that's how it'll sit. That is the mystery of the crown solved. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the dormer windows and we're going to build those. There you go, like that. We're going to build up the dormer windows and build those. Then we're going to fit this one at the end. So let's get the dormer windows over and let's get this built. Okie dokie, here we go. So what you're going to need is you're going to have two types of window. You get these ones that have got the actual hinge part on it, and these ones are without it. Now we're going to sandwich those together. Before we do that, we're going to get our glass. So this has got a protective film on it on both sides, I believe, so you need to get both off. I really don't have the fingernails for this, but yeah, there we go. So there's one off. Let's see if we've got another one on the other side. We do. And that is two off. Right. So once you've got that done, we're going to take our glass here and we're going to pop it in our window like so. It's that simple. Next thing we'll do is we're going to sandwich the two together. I think we're going to be required to use a little bit of glue here. We are. Now, go very sparing on this because you don't want any glue misting up your windows. So I'm going to get my glue up and I'll put some brand new glue. I'll put tiny, I do mean tiny, spot of glue on each of these, then we're going to sandwich it together. Okay, so I've got this one glued up, and as you can see, there is barely anything on it, and that's how I want it to be. Now, when you sandwich this, try and make sure you don't touch the glass. If you do, well, you do, don't you? But try and avoid that happening. There we go. That's that one in, and that's one. Done. Now, you need to do this 3 more times. So we're making 4 of these windows in total. So I'm going to crack on, get the full windows built, and then move on to the next stage of the dormer window. Okay, so we take 2 of the windows that are complete. I'm going to take over one of these frames. So quite simply, our window's going to sit inside these frames. Using the pins here, we're going to place them in. And they're not going to sit flush. That's absolutely fine because we're going to lock them in just a second with the outer piece. Now, I want these, yeah. So I want, if I can show you this, what I want is you've got the seam where we've joined these two together. I want the seam going on the inside. I don't want it displayed on the outside, so let's flip those round, and that puts the seam on the inside of the window rather than outside of the window. So that's going to go on like that. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of these frames here. I'm going to apply a little glue. I'm not going to go mad. To here, 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 and here, and then we're going to turn that one over, and we're going to sandwich this in. So let me get this glued up. Okay, so I've applied my glue. I'll take this one down here. I'm going to fin it in over this frame. So let's get one piece in first. That should guide the rest. There we go. I'll push this one down and want this firm because this is ultimately going to work to hold the windows in. So we want this nice and secure. So I'm going to let the glue do its job. Hold those in place and then we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, with that all glued in and dried now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a left piece and a right piece. And again, what we're going to do is quite simply, I'm going to glue along these tabs here. I'm going to install this one in this side, glue on these tabs, install this one in this side. So I'm going to get this glued up and get that stuck in. So this is how you should now be looking at this stage. Next thing we need to do is build a little roof section of this. That's these pieces here. Now, this is the side. So you're going to have these things with the pins here. We want to keep that back. This is the side we're going to be gluing in. So we're going to glue along here. That is going to fit in here like so. And then we do the exact same thing with the other one. And that is going to glue into there. Like so. Now make sure your window's nice and flush together and then it all meets properly. But that's how we're going to do. We're going to glue this up. And then that will be the first dormer window complete. So this is how your dormer window should now be looking. You can see the roof here. I've got that nicely thrown together so it's not separating. There should be a groove along here because at some point, we're not doing it in this issue, but we're going to add these to these dormer windows, but we're not going to do that yet. So that's exactly how you need to be looking. Now you're going to repeat the exact same process and you're going to make the second dormer window. So by the magic of technology, I'm going to snap my fingers and we'll have one that we made earlier. Aha! So there we go, we now have two of these. Now, we need to tile the roof of these. So let's lose one. We'll focus on this one here. We'll spin this round. And that's the roof. So we need to tile this. So you're going to need to tile each one of these. You're going to need one of these cards that came with this and one of these. So you can use all of these. Now, as we've done before, when we've tiled in the past, it's quite simple. We're going to go 1, 2, so on and so forth. We're going to tile and build up. That's what we're going to do. So we know what we're doing with tiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this one trimmed and we'll take a look at it. So that's both of these tiled nice and easy. I like tiling because I'm weird. I enjoyed that. Now all that's left to do is attach these to the side of the house, which I'm guessing is going to be easier said than done. But let's bring the house up, see if we can get these glued on. Okay, so this is what we're working on first. We're going to fit our window in here. Now, if any of this is overhanging and blocking your window, we'll just trim it down. Trim it down because, you know, you can. It's not the end of the world. Trim it down a little bit. Just your window fitting snug. So if your window's not fitting in snug, trim it down. It really is that simple. Now, all of these pins on the back here, we're going to apply glue to these tabs. We're going to apply to all of those tabs, and then our window's going to fit in just like so, and glue that in place. So let me get this glued up. We'll get it installed, and we'll take a look. So there we are. That's that one on. Fits nice and flush. Lovely stuff. So as long as you trimmed it, it will sit flush to the wall, as you can see there. Happy with that. Very happy with that. I've got dirty fingerprints all over my glass. I'm not happy about that. But that's lovely. That fits nice and flush to the gorgeous. I was kind of worried it was going to, you know, protrude or something, but it doesn't. That's bang on. That's exactly where I need it to be. Happy with that. Now we're going to fit the other one to the Beauty and the Beast end. Nearly called it something else then. The Beauty and the Beast end. We're going to put one just around here. I'm going to pop the other one into this window. So again, we're going to glue up the tabs, all the tabs including the bottom tabs, and we're going to fit it again in here, and we'll take a look at it. So that's that one on as well. As you can see, it fits nice and flush to the wall. No problems with that. I've got dirty fingerprints over my windows. I've got to sort that out. Yeah, my windows are going to need a bloody good clean. Even these ones, I can see I've got fingerprints on them. I'll just put the fingerprint on it by doing that. There is still time. If you want your name on my house, I am putting names on the back of my house before they get all covered over. So your name will constantly be a forever reminder hidden inside the walls of the Disney Dolls house. If you'd like the name of your channel or a message or whatever, let me know. And I'm going to put it on the wall before we paper over it. And it'll be there forever. You can be part of my house. You've been part of our journey so far. I'd like to be part of my house. That's all for this one. Oh, no, it's not. We've got to fit the chandelier. What am I talking about? Let's get that done. Right, so I'm hoping you can see I've put the crown on. So the crown goes upside down on there like that. Now we're going to install the lights. Okay, so it's just a case of pushing it up and twisting it. You can see where the crown now sits over the teacup. Let's turn it on. There we are. Now you can see the crown clearly. That's where your crown goes, okay? So now you know. Now, they did miss it out the book, so no one said you're at fault for this, but doesn't that look lovely? Very happy with that indeed. But they did miss it out. It's missed out the instructions, the crown, which is why, you know, you're forgiven for not knowing where it goes, but that is where it goes. And it looks great. It looks really nice. I'm very happy with that one. I mean, it gets washed out on camera. It looks a lot, I can see a lot more definition than what you can see. I can see what the image looks like on camera, and the light's just washing out the picture. But it looks gorgeous from where I'm seeing. Let's have a chat. So that's that one complete, and it's made quite the impact, just those two windows, because now we're getting an idea of what the the outside of the house is going to look like. We're getting there, right? We're getting there. I know tiling's not for everyone. I must be a sociopath because I really enjoy doing it. But it's looking nice. In the next one, in 93, we are building and putting the roof on the house. So the very top part of the roof's going on the house. That's massive because that is structurally pretty much the house complete. We have to, I'd say structurally that is the house complete. We can still got some windows to add and some bits and pieces, but structure-wise, that's it. So you will have you'll have a house at that point. We do have to put windows on decor and things like that, and but yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a big one. That really is. There is more tiling to do in that one. Not loads, though. We're just finishing off the tiling that we've done. So 93 looks quite simpler. And in 93, we got our penultimate, if you're a basic subscriber, Disney Doll's House figure. We'll be getting Ariel in 93, so that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that one. We'll be back very soon with that one, because I want to get 93 and 94 done before the next 4 turn up. The next 4 turns should be turned up this weekend, which is optimistic, I think. Possibly midweek next week, but we'll see. That's all from me. In a world we can make anything at all, just be nice. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. We'll be back very, very soon with issue 93 of Hachette's Build the Disney Doll's House. I will see you then.